Hey guys, my name is Josie. I am a healer, I am an empath and a light worker, indigo, and it's time for me to get back on these videos and stop playing games. And today I wanted to talk about why it's so difficult to be happy. Why it's so hard to feel okay, confident in everything we're doing right now. And that's the point, right now. A lot of the times we're too focused or we have too much energy focused on the past and the future. If we're not worried about why we're not where we need to be, how we're supposed to get there, how is it supposed to happen, like how can I trust in nothing, in nothingness, and in just the universe. It's hard because you're not focused where you need to be. And that makes everything seem impossible. And then on the other side, we're always stuck in the past, where it's either holding on to emotional baggage, situations or circumstances that happened, and it blocks us from being able to see right now and see what's going on right now. And because of this is why it is so difficult to be happy, because you're focused in every place but where you need to be right now. And it's time to heal. It's time to separate ourselves from everything but right now. And that starts with revisiting your past, healing those emotions, healing circumstances that's led you to believe that you're not worth anything, that you're not worth love, that you're not worth receiving. We have to heal those things, and we have to get past those things, and from there we can then start having more openness towards our now. Now when it comes to the future, yes, we need to know what we want to be able to manifest our desires, but that doesn't mean stay focused there. It doesn't mean like, okay, so how am I supposed to figure out how to get there? What am I supposed to do next? What is it gonna take for me to get this goal? But that's not your place. Your place is just to create it and then to live in the now. The definition of abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. So in order to receive, you have to be able to do what you need to do in the now. So that's why we have to learn how to refocus and how to bring our attention back to now, in a place where we're literally taking everything moment by moment, minute by minute, and we're not rushing things. We're taking everything for what it is. And that's really the key, taking everything for what it is. Not setting expectations, not putting ourselves in a place of doubt where we have to feel like things are never going to work out, that there's no place in the world that we can just have everything that we desire. But that's false, and we have to start thinking in a more positive perspective. And this plays a big part in why we're never satisfied, why we don't feel happy, because we're not focusing on what we already have, what we're already working with, where we are in our lives. And a lot of that comes from the past of emotional baggage of constantly going through obstacles, but it's very necessary and it's needed for growth. How else can we grow if we're not going through these rough circumstances? But circumstances are not real, and sometimes we get so caught up in the reality of what's going on that we forget that all of this is an illusion and all of this is just set up for us to battle, for us to succeed through the battle, to then be on an energetic level necessary to gain that desire. Now, it's really important that we heal our past, because the more we hold on or suppress it, the more we actually bring it back into our lives. The universe thinks in action, and it's not gonna stop giving you what you need to grow until you grow. So we'll always be represented with the same circumstances because we have to change energetically. And until we do that, we're going to constantly go through the same things over and over. And sometimes even when you learn, you still have to get it one more time just so that you're sure, the universe is sure that you've got it down packed and you've learned and you've grown, and now it's time for you to reap what you sow. Now, when it comes to being happy, we have to think about what we consider happiness. A lot of times you're going to name a million things that's not you. And the only thing that you should ever name when you think about happiness is yourself. Once you put yourself first, once you see a reality based around you and what you enjoy, what you love, what makes you really feel strong and powerful, you're going to be focused in every other place but the place you need to be focused on. And a lot of the times, that's like the main reason why we can't find that happiness, because we don't know how to even differentiate what happiness is for us. And it should always be yourself. It should always be you, your love for yourself, who you are, what you're capable of doing. And it takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of self-time and understanding how much everything really actually revolves around you. I know they like to say the world doesn't revolve around you, but it does. At the end of the day, you live in your vessel, only you can live in your vessel, and you live in this world, so the world revolves around you. Everything's based around what you need to go through to grow. That's the whole point of the Earth experience. Now, we have to start understanding that things literally take time, and it takes battle, and it's going to take a lot of moments where you're going to feel like quitting, where happiness just seems absent. But we have to remember the darkest moments contain the most light, and that once you learn how to stay present, that feeling actually goes down, and you stop feeling so clustered in no movement or constant repetition of negative frequency, I guess, or low vibrational stuff where you don't feel like you're able to get anything out of it. But at the end of the day, it's just about healing the past, staying away from the future unless you're trying to create a goal or something that you want in your life. Other than that, we have to learn to be present and to find grounding in that. And once you start learning how to do this and how to just stay focused on one moment at a time, you actually start being able to react less. You detach more, and you're able to just really enjoy everything. You're able to enjoy yourself on a whole nother spectrum. And then from there, you start working deeper and deeper, and then everything just starts to click. The happiness comes in, and it's really, really powerful of the mind that you clear that aspect or that perspective of not having enough, not being able to be happy, not being able to have anything that you desire, because the mental is the first thing that can slow you down if you think that your mind has power over you. That's not even the term. We are the ones that are operating the mind. So we have to realize our power over the mind and what it means to have power over the mind. Because a lot of the time, we get stuck in emotion and we feel like that emotion is never going to go away. There's nothing we can do about it. We're just going to be sad all the time and depressed all the time. But we have to remember, we control this. It does not control us, and everything is a choice. Everything is literally a choice. If you are not making the choice to be positive, then you can't blame anyone for why you feel bad. You can't blame anyone for why you feel depressed. You can't blame anything or anyone, and that's the reality. That's the truth we need to face. That we have the choice. We have to choose to do better. We have to choose to be stronger for ourselves, for our health, for our sanity, because until you learn that being present and being in this place of control, you're never going to feel like anything's going to work out. You're never going to feel the satisfaction of happiness and of creating it. So, moral of the story, let's get present. Let's start working on ourselves. Let's start working on being here in this moment and only in this moment. And from there, you will get it. You will get there. You will start feeling the difference. You'll start seeing the difference because now you'll be in a place where you can really manifest and you can see things manifest. And that's when we need to start paying attention to signs, whether it's in numbers, whether it's just a random person you meet on the street. So with that being said, let's get present and let's start recreating what happiness means for us by bringing it internal. Let's bring it in. Let's bring that all in and let's redirect our focus. Let's redirect where we stand in our lives and let's redirect what it means to be free and in the now. Peace. And my finger definitely just touched my nose, but whatever. Peace, guys.